To create people, they have to be in new parts. You need to be in the People Builder workbench, and then you can press the Insert Mannequin button. First thing that shows up, you can select the father product, put a name and a percentile. So we're going to do you can do 5th percentile woman, 95th percentile man, whether they're American, referential. Set the referential to the crotch. I'll explain that in a little while once we need to move this guy. And now we're in the posture editor. To get him into more of a seated position, you just press on the portion of the body you want to move. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Play around, it moves things. Put his legs on the pedals, rudder pedals. Okay, that looks reasonable. Now to move them, I'm going to cut the plane in half here. To move them, you drag the compass to the referential point, which is why we selected crotch before. Get it in the center of the guy. And then you can swivel them around like so using the compass. And then drag them. Now you can go to Tools, Reset Compass. That throws the compass back up top, or you can just drag it off. And then to get it back onto the guy, you drag it on. If you click off of something when you have the compass, if you click off of the guy when you have the compass on him, it turns white, like that. And you need to drag the compass back off and let it snap up and move it back on so it turns green so that you can actually move him. Now I'm going to do some visual properties, which you guys go to the right click on the guy, click properties. You can go to this division tab and you can play with some settings here. The angles of vision really depend. So here we go. I didn't mean to click on that. I didn't mean to click on that either. Cancel. Or no. Okay, well that gives us the vision window. So that's how you would get this. This shows their point of view. You can change the angles. So that's one of the tools available. Another is you right click on, there's this line of sight, but that doesn't really do anything, it's just a line. Again, I didn't mean to click on that. You can go to the display and you can turn on this visual cone and change some settings here. So you get a couple different things. That shows field of vision and its peripheral field of vision. And then you can use these field of view options to make sure that he can see outside the plane the required angles stipulated by the the regulations. And for example, if he needs to see up and down 17 degrees, you set the cone to 17 degrees, and if it intersects with anything other than the glass part of the windscreen, then it's not a feasible design. The required angles generally depend a lot on your stall angle and your approach angle. So it's not a set definition. You have to research the requirements to figure that out. Generally, here we have the pilot, which we have as a 5th percentile female. So she's a lot shorter than the guy, who was a 95th percentile male. And they would both need to be able to see. Generally, you have adjustable seats in the cockpit. Maybe if you have a smaller plane, then you need it just for the range. But I'll show in the next video how to create a different sort of field of view, which will be based off of a nominal point, not necessarily the people's eye line. So check out the next video.